All right, welcome everybody. My name is Chris McDaniel, and the reason I created this channel was because I've come across a few insights that most people may not be aware of, and I feel I feel like I need to share it with a few people because last year I kind of went through a spiritual awakening, and I heard that the planet is going through this, and it is not an easy thing to do. So I created this channel to kind of, maybe if you see this video, it may assist you along your journey along the way, because it is a bumpy ride, and people think you've lost your fucking mind, but in reality you're actually finding it. So what happened to me was I was meditating one day, and I started activating some like dormant brain cells in my brain, and it was kind of, I think it's called a Kundalini awakening. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and do yourself a favor and look that up, because it will change your life. So that's what happened to me. Well, anyway, so as it happens, it brings you in, it taps you into your spiritual side, your spirituality, you're one with God, right? I started changing my life and doing things, and this happened to me. Okay, so as it happened, as I felt this, as I had this God-like experience, it brought me closer to the Bible, and I started asking questions about the Bible. And one of the questions I asked is astrology mentioned in the Bible? Okay, I had an ex-girlfriend a couple years ago who was big into horoscopes, and I never believed in it because it sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me, and I thought she was full of shit. So I didn't pay any attention to it, right? But then I started hearing more and more people talk about it, and then so finally one day I just asked myself, is it in the Bible? I mean, the Bible is it's a handbook for life. So if God created the stars, if God created all this stuff, then I would think that it would be mentioned in the Bible. Okay, so I gave it a shot, and I found a few things that you may not be aware of. So let's talk about that today. Okay, so is astrology mentioned in the Bible? In Genesis 1:14, it says, "Then God said, let lights appear in the sky to separate the day and the night. Let them be used as signs." Okay, that right there is telling me that we need to look up in the stars, and we can use them as signs. This is how the Egyptians built the pyramids. This is how the three wise men, they found Jesus. They used the signs, okay? There's nothing wrong with looking up into space and the stars and learning about them. After all, God created them, right? Okay, so there's one verse. The book of Job 38:31 says, "Can you direct the movement of the stars, binding the cluster of Pleiades?" That is the constellation of Taurus. There is another example of Pleiades, or loosening the cords of Orion. We all know Orion's belt. Okay. There's two. Job 38:32. "Can you lead forth the Mazareth?" I think it says a few other things after that, but Mazareth, the origin of the word Mazareth, literally means the 12 signs of the zodiac. That right there kind of threw me off. I had no idea that meant that. You bring this into any church and you talk to a priest or a pastor about this, they're going to tell you you've lost your fucking mind. They will tell you to get out, you're worshiping the devil, or whatever. Right? 12 signs of the zodiac has nothing to do with God. It's in the Bible. It's in there. Use your brain. Think for yourself. Okay? Do not let people tell you that you're not allowed to ask questions about things, because as soon as you start asking questions, you're going to start figuring out that you may not know some things, and it's for a reason. Okay? So there's another one. That's a big one. And then Luke 22:10. This might be the most important one to me and to you. Okay? "As soon as you enter Jerusalem, a man carrying a water pitcher will meet you." Okay? Go upstairs. I'm going to read this one. Okay? It says, "As soon as you enter Jerusalem." Okay? Jerusalem actually means you. Okay? Jerusalem, it does no good for you to go to Jerusalem, and as soon as you find a man carrying a pitcher of water, go upstairs with him. What good does that do to you? Okay, the Bible is a mystical book. It's written in allegory. It is written in dark sayings. It's got codes in there. So Jerusalem actually means the peace within yourself. You are Jerusalem. Okay, this whole Bible is describing you and me. Half the stories in here are symbolism. Okay. They may have happened, but it's more than that. This Bible is describing the process for you and me and every single person on this planet, no matter what your religion is, no matter what you believe in, what you think. We are all children of God, This Bible is a book on achieving enlightenment, okay? So you have to understand what these words mean, okay? It does you no good to go to Jerusalem and find some man carrying a pitcher of water and go upstairs with him and make bread in an upper room. How does that apply to you? It's in this Bible for a reason. It is very important. So let me finish reading it. It says, as soon as you enter Jerusalem, a man carrying a pitcher of water will meet you. Okay? A man carrying the pitcher of water is the zodiac symbol. It is Aquarius. Okay? I don't know how to upload nice, pretty pictures and shit on here yet. I haven't figured none of that out yet. I just have a message to deliver. So when you get done with this video, type in Aquarius. Okay? The constellation sign Aquarius. You will see it is a man carrying a pitcher of water. Okay? They say thousands of years ago when this book was written that men did not carry pitchers of water around at all. They'd be crucified on the cross if they did. It was a woman's job. Okay, men did not do this thousands of years ago. This is a direct saying for you to understand. Okay, it says as soon as you enter Jerusalem, inside yourself, a man carrying a pitcher of water will meet you. Follow him. At the house he enters, says to the owner. The teacher asks, "Where is this guest room? Where can I eat the Passover meal with my disciples?" He will take you upstairs to a large room that is already set up. This is where you should prepare your meal. They went off to the city and found everything just as Jesus had said, and they prepared the Passover meal there. Okay? The higher room, to take you upstairs to a large room upstairs, is your higher mind. Okay? It is your upper mind. Okay? 9 out of 10 people, we don't know how to use our brains, our minds the right way. We're thinking down here in our lower carnal minds. Okay? This is telling you during the age of Aquarius, which is right now, the zodiac sign is switching from Pisces to Aquarius. Okay, guys, I didn't believe in none of this shit a year ago. If you would have told me this, if I'd be watching this, and if I was behind this camera right now and I was watching this, I would pay no attention to it. But this is real and it is happening, and it's very, very important for you to understand the evolution of this universe that we're living in now. We are in the age of Aquarius right now. Okay, what this verse is telling you is to sit into meditation. Enter within Jerusalem, which is in yourself, and to go into the higher room, okay? You have to calm your mind. This is a direct statement telling you to sit in peace, slow your thoughts down, and enter it and raise your consciousness levels to higher mind, where you find peace, where you find love, where all these little small things that we're always worried about all the time, all they are is thoughts and distractions just to keep you down here vibrating at a lower level, okay? It is all bullshit. Okay, we are here to live a beautiful life. This is why God put us here, and this is why we agreed to come here. Okay, we apparently, that's news to me as well, but we agreed to have this experience because we want our souls to develop. Okay, and what we're doing, we are learning. It's what we're all doing, and this is part of the process. Okay, so what this verse is telling you is to sit into meditation, enter within yourself, enter into the upper room, which is your higher mind. Okay, Jesus will meet you there. Okay, this is where you come in contact with your spirituality. But the only way you can do that is to shut down your thoughts. Okay, Jesus says, take no thought. Okay, you have to sit here in meditation. This is why the whole damn world does meditation. This is the reason why. Because when you pray, it's when you speak to God. Okay, when you sit in meditation and you open yourself up and you shut down these thoughts and you sit in peace, that's when you receive messages from God. Okay, this is how you do it. All right. So I found all that, and I figured that I would share it because it's very important. It's very important. This whole book is about meditation. This whole book is about enlightenment. This whole book is about me and you. Okay, it's about us. Jesus was trying to tell us this, but for some reason our priests and pastors, whoever, they want to teach this book like it's a literal book. It is not a literal book. It is a mystical book. It is written in dark sayings, and Jesus spoke in parables. That's why it's hard to understand what he was saying. Okay, you have to figure this out on your own, though. If you're taking the word from somebody else and they're telling you to fear God and to worship this guy, and if you don't worship this guy, then you're going to hell, then you are in the wrong spot. I promise you. Just take it lightly and go ask yourself a few questions. Okay, that's what I started to do, and I started to understand very, very quickly that all major religions, what they have in common is peace and love and raising our consciousness okay, to higher levels where we can literally experience heaven on earth. All this war, all this nonsense, all this judgment, it will go away, okay? But it starts with you, and it starts with me. We cannot make any changes unless we change ourselves first, okay? So stop looking outside, look within here. God gave you all the answers, they're in here, but you can't get here if you're operating from here. You gotta get here, lead with love, and it will rise up, and you will start to raise your vibration and your consciousness levels, but it takes time, okay? Patience, practice, okay? Anyway, I kind of rambled there, but that's what I do. So, yep, there's just a few verses I found in the Bible about astrology. It's okay, look at it, it's fine, you're not doing anything wrong. All you're doing is asking some questions. And if any of this sounds funny, then go do some research on it, okay? Like I said before, I'm not up to par with how to insert cool little videos and clips. I'm kind of old school. I just like to teach, so that's what I do. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful, and I love you very much. And lead your life with love and light, and just be you, because you're beautiful. All right, thank you.